Campers, it's me, Ari Lehman, the first Jason Voorhees. From Friday the 13th, I'm here with AJ, and he's got the juiciest slice ready for you. It's dripping with blood. Jason never dies.
What makes a horror film kill memorable, terrific, even in some way profound or poignant? Let's explore. Thanks for checking this out. If anything about it trips your fancy, please like, subscribe, and share.
Yes.
I want to extend a special thanks to recent new subscribers, but also want to thank those who have been around longer, maybe since the beginning. I appreciate all of you. I'm very thankful for my audience, and I hope everyone is having or had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Now without further ado, let's pour some gravy.
So, if no other paying customers come through the door, then you can all go after we tidy up.
Fantastic. Got it.
A lady is alone on Thanksgiving and happens to be that guest every restaurant worker detests. The one who shows up right when the boss is about to cut you loose.
See my grandchildren. Hello? Are you open? Fuck!
Unfortunately, she's either not the sharpest knife in the drawer, or else overloaded with some sort of confliction.
I was thinking of changing my order from the turkey to a salad.
But your turkey's almost ready. The cooks would crucify me.
But I'm a vegetarian.
Well, then why would you...
With business less than a trickle,
I'm alone?
they put on some music and the kitchen ladies dance it up with waiter Tyler. Eddie is a studious, well-put-together young man with major hots for Tyler. But he's not sure if Tyler returns his feelings, so without that knowledge, his interest is unrequited, and he can only watch forlornly from the sidelines. Maybe feeling a little lonely, his eyes fall to the pesky diner who blew their early release. She seems a little lonesome too, so of course he requests the dance. And she clearly has a fun time being included. A stranger has infiltrated the restaurant under the guise of seeking employment, and he invites two more to join them for the festivities. Only they're there to get the slaughtering party started. The diner is suddenly under attack by a depraved trio taking out their Thanksgiving fetish on everyone else. Maybe that's a mischaracterization. Cannibalism is their family tradition. It's that they take such delight in their deplorable actions that makes me feel like their murderous activity serves some dark kinks rather than merely being carried out to fulfill the kinfolk cannibal custom.
Oh, Lord.
Eddie quickly and heroically escorts the lonely customer out of the dining area to safety. Those still alive barricade in the kitchen. While they're locked in, we learn a little about the wayward diner.
Of course, the one time I decided to leave the house, I walk into the most dangerous game. And I don't even get to be Fay Ray.
We find out her name.
Sorry, what's your name again?
It's Paulette.
And get insight into her limited life.
You don't ever leave your house, Paulette?
I don't really have a reason to. I go get groceries and I go to the bank.
It seems to take few words to establish a rapport and affection between the two. Soon the aggressors force an entry, and while the others,
Run like cowards.
a bargain basement pilgrim sets upon Eddie. A snap-bang heat-of-the-moment reaction.
Don't you touch him!
Paula shows fierce loyalty to a young man she met in the last hour. succeeding in getting him released but at a chilling cost. The guy in the dollar store John Smith mask takes exception to her defiance, and Eddie watches as he takes his aggression out on her about as offensively as possible. Then he puts the dishwasher to a use for which it was never intended. When he utilizes it as a makeshift guillotine. Upon further consideration, another scary and gross aspect to this is that the restaurant owners could order the dishwasher professionally cleaned, and then keep it in use despite its implementation as a murder weapon. Eddie takes the chance to escape after the killer gives him the old menacing plastic eyes. A moment later, the killer emerges with his macabre prize. And he discards it like an emptied can of cranberries. If you would rather see her head skillfully mounted on the wall rather than casually thrown in the bushes, check out Trophy Heads. I hoped Paulette's sacrifice would have greater meaning.
Well, now with that attitude, it won't.
But when later attempting to escape, Eddie proves as unfortunate as her. Or does he?
You like Thanksgiving?
Damn, he got a hold of a pitchfork? I grew up on a farm and I can tell you those things are brutal. Okay then, I was wrong. Eddie for the last minute rescue.
Happy fucking Thanksgiving!
Where the extraordinary lies in some exits is how they expose that for all the cruelness, depravity, and downright evil there is among humankind, the height of goodness, decency, and integrity exists too.
Well, that's pretty.
Paulette's noble sacrifice shows that a little kindness goes a long way. Even shut-ins and introverts respond positively to friendliness, to a nice gesture. In a moment of loneliness, Eddie reached out to someone else he recognized might be feeling alone. Based on her glowing reaction, it was likely the nicest thing that happened to Paulette in a long time. It gave her a chance to cut a rug, and feel joyful when hers was a tedious, friendless life with little intrigue. Sacrificing herself for Eddie granted her entire existence greater relevance and import, because she was the kind of good person who selflessly stands up for a veritable stranger. In so doing, it also imbued her exit with heightened meaning. Reading the situation, maybe she saw the writing on the wall, and decided it was better to give Eddie a better chance to get away since there was a good chance she wasn't getting out of there no matter what. Her valor contributed to aiding everyone Eddie's survival saved, from his co-workers to future victims. With the killer family decimated, it truly is the last Thanksgiving, at least for those jokers.
He is the wing.
Paulette is depicted as a little absent-minded, but not as a shrew or a bitch, so her isolation is a little puzzling. Maybe she's on the outs with family and former friends because of some animosity or vendetta, but her general kindness and ultimate willingness to trade her life for that of a young man who gave her only the gift of treating her with decency seems to contradict the notion she's a shitbag. Maybe she had a tragic life and has outlived her family and friends. It's more common than you might think. Why did she order turkey when she was a vegetarian? That's also a little mystifying. I think there's something to that other than to make her an annoying customer. Was she just preoccupied? Did the turkey maybe represent something from her past? I guess we'll never know for sure. Since her appearance meant the staff had to stick around, blame could be shifted to her for the diner massacre. But she was seeking inclusion. She desired friendly faces. She yearned for a feeling of family, and she wanted something for which to be thankful, All the things that, for eschewing, was excuse enough for the killers to cannibalize others. So what she brought to the diner, which by the way was filled with workers wishing they could be elsewhere celebrating the holiday, made it so the place never should have been targeted. Paulette was an enigmatic stranger, but we know she was someone to be thankful for. I'm sure Eddie would say so. Thanksgiving horror films are few and far between, and this one was a nice surprise. The film even makes a joke about how few.
For those of you just now joining us, we couldn't find a Thanksgiving Day horror movie, so we're showing Friday the 13th again.
There are more than that, but I understand the point. This is a fun little low-budget gore fest that takes inspiration from the right places. For a flick made for 10 to 20 grand, it's well worth a watch. Also, I always love to see Linnea Quigley participate in some gory fun. She's one of the best, and even if she's usually there to be involved in a spectacular kill, I prefer when she survives the picture. I wonder what Michael thinks of that.
Oh, wow.
I should have guessed.
Black olives, some baked bits for the extra.
One more thing before I go. You might have noticed this fantastic addition to my set. This piece is by my friend Thom. If you're interested in acquiring a piece of your very own, something I highly recommend, I've shared his contact info in the description. He has a wide variety of paintings and other art, so I'm sure he has something that fits your tastes. And I purchased this painting, so this isn't an upsell for a sponsorship.
Where are you going? I have to carve my turkey.
Well, I've about reached the end of the rope, so I won't leave you dangling. Thanks for humoring my ramblings. Please share any refutations, opinions, accusations, japes, or other ideas in the comments below. And please join me for whatever I'm up to next time. Bye now.
Bye, creepy man! Keep it creepy!
Never really liked Thanksgiving. I was always more of a Halloween/Christmas kind of guy.